Hello? Hello? Howdy. Howdy, folks. It's been a long time since I've done one of these. Not to mention, I'm playing solo today. It's gonna be me, myself, and I. So, good luck listening to this shit, I guess. We're playing Minecraft Hardcore today. I've been playing on this world for a little while. Um, I'm pretty established, as you can see. My inventory is fully stacked. I'll never need food again. I'm just gonna survive off of this. That'll be good. Um, alright, let me not fuck around right here and drown, maybe? Let me figure this out. Alright.
1, 2, 3, go.
I'm gonna show you my house in a second, but just fair warning, it's a work in progress, so, I don't want to see any kind of nonsense in the comments or in any kind of live chat, maybe. Um, no comments, please, on the house. We're just gonna not talk about it. I could actually, well, you know what? I have plenty of cattle. I have plenty of cattle. I have. I'm not even gonna say that. I'm not gonna finish that statement. All right, this is the crib so far, folks. Over here we've got almost every color of sheep. I think we're missing gray and light gray, which I can make. I just haven't, because I do have a black sheep and I have a white sheep. Um, but I think I've got just about every other color in here. I could be wrong about that though. I might be missing like one or two, aside from gray and light gray. We got my cattle over here. So far, I don't think anybody has escaped. Is that a chicken over there? I do need some chickens. Eventually. What I'm gonna do, though, is you can see how I kind of like mined out this little area over there. I'm going to put a like barn kind of thing over here, I think. And then I'm gonna put either chickens or pigs in there. Or both. I could possibly do both. But that's the plan for this little area. And that's the plan for more farm animals. Because I'm gonna need some pigs and I'm gonna need some chickens. Eventually. But this is the house. The prized possession. Oh, this is my sugarcane farm. And I've also over here I'll get to the house in a second. Over here, this used to be like a ravine, and I can even show you the inside because I need to go in there at some point and like kind of light it up down there because it might be not fully mob proof down there. So we could have some nasties hiding down below. But this used to be kind of like a ravine that cut right through here all the way down to there. But I covered it up with grass and I'm going to turn this whole hillside into farmland. That is the plan. Eventually. So far we've got just some carrots growing over there, a little bit of wheat to break it up in between, some potatoes here. We got wheat on this top row, got potatoes here, and then this all down here is wheat. We got some sugarcane growing here. A couple of cats here and there. Most of these are not mine. That one's not mine. That one's not mine. This one, however, is mine. And I don't know what to name her yet. This is the surrounding area. I live kind of on top of a mountain. Um, it's not that tall, but I'd still safely call it a mountain because it's got like a cliffside. And then it turns into more of a hill over here, kind of a valley area. We've got a mangrove swamp over there and over here as well. I just got a, well, I guess I disenchanted it, but as you can tell from the inventory, I've been spending a lot of time at my XP farm that I just got up and running a couple days ago. And it's just a zombie spawner. Very simple design. I didn't even use like a bubble column elevator or anything like that. But it works. I mean, I'm level 35 and I've been enchanting for quite a while before I started the stream. I've got some decent stuff so far. I also got established. There's a village. Hang on. Let me go right back outside. There's a village over this way you'll be able to see barely in the distance. At the top of that mountain over there, you can see the top of some village houses. There are a couple of villages over there. I built like a little tiny house for them, and I put two. There was only two of them in there. I think there was a third villager in the village somewhere, but I couldn't find him. But I managed to trap two of them, and that's all I needed to get some breeding going. So I've got a few villagers over there. Even one of them has mending right now for 10 emeralds, which I can get a cheaper price for if I can manage to zombify and cleanse him. So that's pretty cool. As you can see here, oh, wrong one. Here, I've got a few mending books from him. I even have a efficiency 5 trader. He's not that pricey comparatively because efficiency 5 can potentially be traded for 64 emeralds a book. And a book, I meant. But I managed. I need to sleep. I got phantoms. But I managed to get efficiency 5 for 21 emeralds, which isn't too bad. It can be cheaper, but 21 ain't too bad. I can also get a cheaper price if I zombify and then cleanse him, which I don't have the capability of doing currently because while I have been to the Nether, I have not found a Nether fortress, so I don't have any Nether wart. I cannot make potions. This is going to eventually be a second floor, but like I said, it's a little bit of a work in progress, you know. This didn't always look like this, obviously. When I first settled here, it was just a few acacia trees. This was more of an established hillside that I carved out. This was also more of an established hillside that I carved out to make room for this home. And then I started carving out a little area here for a tower that is also a current work in progress. What I think I want to do for the third section is pale oak to, I guess, change up the color, and I'm going to make it a little bit thinner so that it's like a proper tower. How it has different tiers to it, different colors, different levels, whatnot. You get the gist. I got a couple of horses. I think it may be close, but the one that has the diamond armor, I think, is the fastest one. This one is also pretty fast. The one that has the, I think that's copper armor on. I built a little scarecrow of sorts And with a little bit of testing, everything around the scarecrow does grow to full height. So there's no really interference with that. And it looks decent, I think, in my opinion. This is the interior. As you can see, I've been spending more time on fully decking out the interior room by room. I think this little section here maybe could use a little work. But as I've been building the house, I've been taking it room by room and building it, detailing it. This floor here in the living room is really cool in my opinion, but the staircase does block the majority of it. It's got a like tile, or no, that's not tile, that's a smooth, what is it? Deep slate. It's smooth deep slate, or polished deep slate, I think. And then it's got some chiseled deep slate in the corners. And then it's got like a checkerboard pattern of calcite. And this is like, gosh, I forget what this block is called, but it's like a polished, or a chiseled tough block. Yeah, here we go. Chiseled tough brick. Which has a really cool top texture that I've never really used in any of my builds before. Underneath the staircase, I'll get to that in a second. Underneath the staircase is a little bedroom. It's got storage, a crafting table, a bed. Cool little painting on the wall here. This is the majority of my storage. We've got building blocks in here. Crops and whatnot in here. Most of my carrots and potatoes are planted, currently growing. And I also planted a lot of my wheat seeds. I need to build a pumpkin and melon farm because those are very, very valuable trades for villagers. If I can get some farmer villagers that'll trade one pumpkin per emerald and one melon per emerald, if I can zombify them and then cleanse them, I think maybe twice, and then I can get a really, really good discount. Continuing with the storage area, in here we've got other sorts of greenery, as well as flowers, all of the flowers that I have currently. I think I've passed up some rose bushes in the wild before, but I don't know, maybe I didn't think to pick them up, or maybe I haven't had a full inventory or something. Maybe I was in a rush. Okay, this is hardcore, I gotta keep it moving. Over here we've got the kind of mob loot. And in the top section we've got all like the dangerous mob loot, so the zombie flesh, the creeper gunpowder, the spider loot, the skeleton loot. We've got some ender pearls. Now that I have like decent armor on, every single one of my pieces of armor has protection on, and it's all diamond. Now I want to start thinking about taking on the Ender Dragon. So I'm gonna have to start picking these up, or seeking out a bunch of gold so that I can trade with the piglins in the nether. That doesn't go in there. In this bottom half I'll keep the like non-lethal mob loot. This shouldn't go in there. So any kind of stuff that you get from fishing, this is kind of useless. And then chicken feathers, I'll put cow leather here, but I'm currently out of it. But I have some cows bred up over there. So soon it's gonna be slaughter time. First, what I'm gonna do is throw this garbage in the corner. This used to have an enchanting table and a full enchantment setup, but I moved it into my XP farm so that I could enchant there. That's where I've been spending most of my time today while I was playing, getting my armor straight, as well as getting some solid tools. This one isn't looking too good, but it does have silk touch. I've got a Fortune 3 Efficiency 4 as well as a Efficiency 4 Unbreaking 3. So when this one gets low, I'm going to combine it with this one. Get a full pickaxe out of it with Efficiency 5, Fortune 3, and Unbreaking 3. That's the plan for that. I also need to combine my boots. I probably shouldn't wait until they get low, just because I'd rather have Depth Strider sooner than later. I'm also going to want Aqua Affinity on my helmet at some point. That's why I have an additional helmet in my inventory for further enchanting. But now that I have a little more diamonds, I'm going to want this right here. Now that I have some more diamonds, ooh, I actually need only a few more obsidian as well. And I'm gonna need a book. I can make an enchanting table. For here, I'm just gonna need a few more books. Bookshelves, I mean. So I gotta get working on breeding up my cattle. This little campfire here cooks the meat, and once it pops out of it, a hopper picks it up, drags it over into this barrel here, where we have cooked food. We've also got like some apples in here. I'll probably put bread in here whenever I get some. I did have some, but I gave it to a friend when he joined so that he could get by. Which was quite a journey, by the way. As you can see my coordinates, I'm pretty far from the spawn. You spawn usually within 100 blocks of 0, 0. I guess if you know, you know. So I am a few thousand blocks away from spawn. I had to get over there and then help him get over here, which was kind of annoying, but it worked out. He survived. So did I. Eventually I'm going to take all this rotten flesh over to the village and trade it with some clerics. I don't currently have any clerics, but I do have a couple of brewing stands in here that I can take over there. All the brewing stands that I do have are ones that I got from villages. I have been to the Nether, but as I said earlier, I have not found a fortress, so I could not make any brewing stands of my own. I also cannot grow nether wart to craft any kind of potions, which are pretty useful. Potions are pretty useful. Gonna go ahead and put these diamonds up. Put that up as well. I can go ahead and start clearing some of these out. Let's see. Nope. I'm gonna put the extra tools that I don't need in here. I don't really need a silk touch pickaxe for anything currently. I also don't really need this one for anything currently, so those are both going in there. Or you know what? I could put these, instead of in there, right here. And this is just kind of an additional little bedroom tucked away beside the staircase. This is usually where I sleep, just because it's very accessible to the front door. I can come flying in, lay down, sleep through the night. As you can see in the top left, I'm at day 112. So I've been at this world for a little while. Not super long, but I have been sleeping through a majority of the nights, which is pretty imperative on this difficulty, in my opinion. Well, you know what, I can just put this in here, put those in here as well. I don't need copper on me, really, to be honest. Wait, you know what I could make, though? I could make a brush, which I think I need a feather for, and a stick, and a copper bar. Yep. I'm making one just to have one. I'm immediately just gonna throw it in here. I don't need to carry copper on me. Oops. Alright. I don't think I mentioned it, but this little pin over here is for a dog that I currently do not have. I've been kind of looking for one and haven't come across any. Granted, I don't explore a whole lot. Once I kind of settled here, I've been mostly spending my time here or over the hill underwater in that mine that I came out of when I first started the stream. Down there, I've been spending a little bit of time. But most of it gets spent here, where it's safe, where I can sleep. That's a lot of cattle, son. You boys ready? Alright. I think it's about time. What do y'all think? Instead of using that one, I'm gonna go get a different sword. I do have a looting 3 sword, but it's iron. And I don't know where I left it. It's iron and I don't know where I left it. I might have unenchanted it, to be honest. Well, I guess I don't have a looting 3 sword. I guess I don't. I don't even know where it could be. I may have left it down there in the mine at the enchanting setup or something. Who knows? Well, cowpokes, this sword gonna have to do. It's probably pretty loud, huh? But I can do something about that. I can do something about that. I could turn this down to about 80. Environment, audio, hostile mobs, friendly mobs. I can tone that down to about we'll do that one. And we're definitely gonna want to turn this up, right? I mean, come on. I turn it down. I know it's a cardinal sin, truly, but I turn it down sometimes to play my own music. Listen to my own music while I'm playing because that helps. It helps my creativity. Actually, it helps me be a little more creative. Having music playing all the time instead of just randomly, because that's the way the Minecraft soundtrack works. It plays the songs at random. Oh. Stampede! Alright. It's time! There's 3. Alright. So there should only be 1, 2, 4 adults. Alright. That's not so bad. That's not so bad. 64 steak, I'll take it. Let's see, I need about... Actually, I don't even know how many. I don't even know. I'm not even gonna try to count. First of all, I'm gonna need a lot of this. And then I'm gonna need a lot of these. 21, to be specific. Let's start with 5. See where 5 gets me. I know I need here, 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 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more. We need 5 more. How many more books can we make? We're not gonna have enough leather, I don't think. Yeah, 6 more books. Very, very close though. Very, very close. Una más. find this. Hello. What this segment? sweet. One of these was supposed to go into the barrel in the cow pen. Oh, hello. Give me that. Give me that. Yeah. Yeah. Ow.
Hold on, folks. I gotta check some messages. I'm receiving some messages here on my messenger app. This application on my phone keeps making noises. I don't know. Oh my gosh. I'm never gonna learn that lesson, huh?
Hey, what are you doing over here, man? You can't be over here, man. You can't be over here. Can't do that. Oh, don't pause the music. Keep it going. Keep it going. You know what I'm saying? Dude, I need a jukebox. I could put it right here. And then hide a barrel here for the discs. Discs. That wasn't funny. I'm sorry. I have one disc. That I'll play that later. I'm talking about discs. I don't think you heard me right. What the hell is this? Waffle falafel. Good morning, by the way. Who's reporting you? I said good morning. Good morning. Soundtrack is so good, man. So freaking good, man. Yeah, I know. That dinner bell rings. It doesn't show up on my screen on the game. Maybe if I look at my live stream on my app, on my application, maybe. I do see the crown. No, I'm not gonna be calling you that. I will not be calling you that. My dad got some Jack in the Box, and he like saved me like a taco and some jalapeno poppers, and these tacos suck. I do not like Jack in the Box tacos at all. But I'm still gonna eat it. No. They're not friend or food. That was a Nemo reference. Bro thinks he could smell blood from like 10 billion miles away. Hmm. Hmm. Well, I didn't know that. I did not know that. All I did was watch the stinking movie. Shark bait. Ooh ha ha. Am I right? Right? Let's listen to this. Tune into this. It's my favorite track. Of all the tracks in this game, it's my favorite right here. I really do not recall. I don't recall you completing that one. I'm being sarcastic, yeah, this is not my favorite track. This is not my favorite track by far, actually. No, you could be entirely right that it was I who was sad, because there was like a long period of time where I wasn't checking the notifications for the group chat, so I probably just didn't even see it. Oh, it's over, I guess. Maybe it's too scary for me. Okay. Alright. Okay. I personally like the ambiance. Shut up. What am I looking for here? Some of these. And perhaps, what is this? And perhaps, what are these? What the fucking kind of cat is this? Have you seen those? Have you seen that one? I need to send you that one. No, don't die. Don't die. No. Please. Oh, please. Oh, please. We all know YouTube doesn't pay anybody. I'm just kidding. YouTube doesn't pay me, that's for sure. No more ciggies for little piggies. What the hell are you talking about? Cigarettes? No, I don't do that. I don't do that. I just realized that this entire time I've just been kind of sitting here. Not denying the little piggy allegations. What am I supposed? What kind of allegation is this? What the fucking kind of allegation is this? Dang! Soundtrack goes hard. What happened when I'm taking the PlayStation, disconnected, and put the whole thing up your ass? You like this scary song better? I think you're just a hater. Piano more cool. Piano more better. Am I right? Or am I right? Did you know I can play piano? No, that's news. That's news to me. No, I didn't know that actually. This just in, folks. This is breaking news, hot on the scene. What I'm gonna do for the time being, I can just, well, it's not quite as fun because it pauses the music. I'm gonna block myself in here while I take a quick little non-Siggy, non-Piggy break. You're coming with me though. Don't fret. Hey Nathan, you know how I've been talking about Mochi in the chat a lot? I just received news that she's been tagged for a rescue out of state. So she's gonna leave later this month and go to Tennessee on a transport. Yeah, I'm definitely happy for her because she'll be going to a place that has maybe a little bit more equipped to give her a permanent home and has more space, uh, less overpopulation. So I think it is ultimately good for her, but I will miss her a lot for sure. She's still going to be in town for a little while though. I think that transport leaves on the 28th or something like that. That's right, that's right. What's your hour count at now? Got all the dragon slayed, returned to the four steeds. Pretty much did all the side shit in that area. Nice, nice. I think that was in the 34-ish. Okay, I know. So I know roughly how long it takes to plat the game, give or take a few hours. Um, so judging from your hour count, I can roughly guesstimate how far you are in. Yeah, that's the I think they call it like the pit or something like that. That's the big like open like pretty much open world area. Okay. The crater. Okay, yeah, that's right. The crater is a really cool section of the game. That's one that you can fully take at your own pace. It's fully disconnected from the main story altogether. So you can do it at any point during the story. You can fully complete it when you first unlock the area, or you can save it till after the story is fully done. And all of the stories that are within that area kind of almost act as their own. While they're still obviously connected to the main broad story. In some aspects, they are still kind of their own. Yeah, it is pretty much like its own, pretty much like side story. It feels like its own. I mean, obviously it's a side. It's like a completely optional area, so you don't have to go there like at all to beat the main story. Well, I think you Mimir's growing on you. Yeah, he's growing on your hip, growing fungus on Kratos' side. I do like Mimir though. I kind of always have. He was a little bit annoying with his death callouts in the first game, but I still liked him as a character. Because he's like that, he's that all-knowing truth teller, truth seeker character. I really like that, trope. Unfortunately, the character that fills that role in Elden Ring is a complete and utter dickhead. Oh shit. I'm not caught up on the messages. Heimdall's fight is one of the favorites thus far. Yeah, I like how Kratos went out of his way to build a weapon just for Mimir, essentially. Uh, that was really, really cool to see come to fruition. The Heimdall fight. I must know your thoughts on Heimdall. Come back to us. Oh. The Heimdall fight is really, really cool. I agree. Um, making him bleed and then subsequently him finding out that he's like he can bleed is really cool, and then whooping his ass and essentially killing him. Spoiler alert. Yeah, because Mimir knew that Kratos didn't want to. He didn't want to stoop to that low, and Mimir knew that and saw him, you know, essentially go to his old ways. But it was what Kratos thought that he had to do in order to save his son. Because Heimdall did threaten his son. You've been away for a bit, press any button to jump back into the game. Yeah. Atreus really, I don't know, snapped on him like that, yeah.
Alright, I think it's time to go back in.
Resume. Resume. The house building song. Is it time to build the house? It's raining. It's time to go fishing is what that means. But I don't have a fishing rod. I sure can enchant one though. That's not very good. Let's try that again. Okay. Alright, I'm not gonna fall for the same trick. Really? Are we serious? Oh my gosh. Okay. This one's actually worth a fuck. These two are getting canceled. What do you mean? What do you mean no? I must have missed the previous message. Surely, right? What did you say? No. No. I've never said that. Okay. Yeah, this is a good one. This is a good one. Someone should acknowledge your diamond armor. You know what? I actually really agree. Jesus Christ. Yes, let's talk about my diamond armor. I guess not. I guess not, no. Get out of here. Enough to spare. That'll have to do, son. I just gotta watch my back every now and then, you know. No, I don't think I can agree with that one. Maybe, yeah. Maybe. Thank you, Nathan, for pointing that out. The homeless controversy? Maybe we lost a viewer because of the homeless controversy. Just your observational skills. What the hell? They probably had to go tell people about the homeless controversy. Uh-oh. Nice. I have to pull it. I have to pull it up on my phone so I can read your comments. That's what I'm saying. No? Not a fan? I just built this spot. Yeah, it's my new favorite spot. I don't want these. I don't want these. What are you doing over there? Talking about moo. Over there talking about moo. Go find some hay, bro. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Uh-oh. That's scary right there. $116 is ridiculous. I need to go back inside. This is getting dangerous. I think 7. I think he survived 7. I think so, yeah. Not really. I'm just trying to survive and get to a point to where I can start focusing on trophies. I'm just trying to really establish myself, get like a good house built, have a good like foundation as far as like armor goes, and then right now I've got some pretty good armor. Most of it doesn't have like Unbreaking 3 on it, but I can easily go and get a villager with an Unbreaking 3 book. It may take a while, but I can do that. Look, I'm more established now, so I can go and kill the Ender Dragon, and I already have that trophy, but there's a trophy for respawning the Ender Dragon, which I could do. Let me see here. Let me see here. The last time I killed the Ender Dragon, I got very, very close to dying. When I was going for the platinum, I got very, very, very close to dying. So I gotta be a little more precautious this time. A little more precautious. What can I do about this stupid freaking fishing rod, dude? Oh yeah, I got plenty of protection here. If you check out my diamond armor, if you take a look on your screen and you look at my diamond armor. I'm hella protected. I don't think this is gonna work, but I'm gonna try it anyway. It does work! Now is this kitten mine? It is! Yo, are we allowed to do that? Chat, check if we're allowed to do that. What is this guy selling, huh? What kind of wares does he have? What does this do? I want it. I don't know what it is, but I want it.
I'll take 2. Fuck it, give me 5. Where'd you go, boss? Come here.
Oh, thanks for the levels, sir. Now what the hell is it? Is it just a flower? Is it a sapling? I don't know. What I'm gonna do is plant one over here. It just looks like a flower. What happens if I bone meal it? No, no, it's a harmless process. It's just a flower. And I could have only bought one and saved some emeralds, but who cares? It looks pretty, kind of. I know where I'm gonna put them. Sure. Thanks. Thank you. Thanks. I need to build a super mega farm.
I'm gonna need a lot of dirt.
We got a lot of dirt. I'm gonna need a lot of dirt. Got a lot of dirt.
I'm gonna need some dirt. Whoa.
What happened to it? Oh, it's different. How did you get over here? Meow. I'm thinking about putting the, get the hell out of the way. Get the hell out of the way. Thinking about putting like a pumpkin slash melon farm right in here. I know, right? I don't want that or that. Is that too close? That might be too close. So what we're gonna do is cut it off here. How did this happen? Oh, thank you. Why, thank you. Get off of my house. Get off of my house. It is a classic.
It's a freaking throwback, dude.
Hmm. Hmm. Oh, dude. This is the Minecraft song. You just killed it at a bar fight. Right. Right. Well done, lad. Oh, freak. There's ants in my soda. Oh. How did I end up with only 2 bones? I need to know. Bo?
You know what? I might go ahead and just call it here.
I'm getting a little bit tired. Getting a bit of a headache. I need to eat something and chill.
Thanks for tuning in, Nathan. See you later.